Good morning everyone, hope you're all having a wicked day. Welcome back to the videos. This one's a bit of a nervous one. I am doing the valve springs in the ute today. As you guys probably saw in the previous video, we have gotten a few new parts for the Barra ute. We have a new turbo, have a new fuel pump, and we got valve springs, head studs, everything else is ready to go. Bolts in, make this thing make 500 horsepower. But yes, I have been putting this job off for a fair while now, but today is finally the day. I'm going to get it done. I've never attempted anything like this before, and it's also a little bit scary, to be fair. I'm a little bit nervous about doing this job. I don't know, this thing just has a weird aura, and I don't know. I feel like it's too modern. It's also a lot easier to work on that. So these are the valve springs that I decided to go with. These are the Crocams 1809s. These are the slightly better ones than I believe the 1808s, but these also don't have the retainers either. I didn't really need retainers. These right here are the new valve springs. They look super nice. I could imagine they're a lot stiffer than the factory setup. And if everything's done right, I shouldn't notice a difference. So we'll see how we go. Now, not only that, I also went with the ARP 2000s. These right here are just the standard M12s. Quite a good option. Pretty much the only option most people go with nowadays to run the boost up in the Barras. Now, this wasn't a necessary part. However, with the Falcon having the cams out and everything else out, may as well do it at the same time. It was an additional 400 bucks, but yeah. It's got a couple of 100,000 Ks, so I just want to be safe with it. And the next thing I also did was I also did some Atomic oversized washers as well. Now, Atomic also do make head bolts as well. However, just try and chuck whatever the best of the best is on there at the moment. So ARP is the way to go. And those right there are some oversized washers as well for them too. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm very nervous about this job. As I said, I've been putting it off for a fairly long time now, but it's got to be done. So the only way to find out if you can do it is to give it a shot. I'm very methodical with the way that I work on my cars. So I'm really hoping to get this one done today. And then I'm probably going to leave everything off and probably do head bolts tomorrow because I don't have a torque wrench that I trust. So I've got a mate coming over who's got a proper torque wrench, and then we'll go from there. All right, I guess we're going to get stuck into it. First thing I'm going to do is take off the valve cover, and I'll probably pick up the video when I get to the cam stage-ish. Also, there is a few tools you will need to get this job done. I'm going to be actually doing this all in the car today, so that's including the head studs being changed out one by one in the car, and also the valve springs getting done in the car. Not taking the head off on this thing, which is a little bit daunting, but at the same time, I feel like it's pretty okay to do. Now, you will need a compressor. I just went and picked up this thing right here, 250 bucks from Bunnings. Now, you will need this because you will need to pressurize the cylinders to stop the valves from dropping into the cylinder. So what I've done is I've got my compression tester, which is then linked up dodgily to that right there, which is then linked up to that quick connect right there. So this would be completely fine. I'll just get the regulator set up to about 40 PSI, constantly feed 40 PSI into it. Should be completely fine. Ignore the panting. I have just had to spin the engine over a disgusting amount of times to get it to TDC. It's so unfortunate. So TDC on this engine is that and that. So you can see there's like you can kind of see there's two little bumps there, right there and there. And if you guys can see down here, this line on top of the balancer lines up with the notch on top of the engine cover there. So, oh my God, it's a TDC. All right, so now I can remove the cam gears and the cams. Should be good. God damn. All right, I am officially in deeper than I've ever been into a Barra in my life. Cams are out, and now we have access to all of the valve springs. Now I can see why this is going to be an absolutely terrible job, because it looks terrifying. So yeah, we got all the tools, we got everything we need. I'm gonna plug up all the holes around everything. I got a whole bunch of rags. Gonna plug up every single oil return. Hopefully I don't drop anything down there. But yeah, this looks scary. In other news though, this thing for 300,000 Ks, it looks absolutely incredible. Let's get my phone torched out real quick. That modal doing work. And all the cam lobes look absolutely amazing. No pitting, no nothing. Aside from, that was just a bubble, but no pitting, no scoring, no nothing. This thing looks absolutely insane. All right, so this is the main tool you guys are gonna want if you're doing valve springs at home. This is a valve spring compressor tool that is used for the Barras when you still have the engine inside the car. Now, I believe there's a few companies that make these. However, this one here I actually borrowed from my good friend Mez at Barra the World, so thank you very much, Mez. So basically what it comprises of is a massive big machine block and 4 bolts at the bottom there. So these 4 bolts are actually going to connect to where you would mount your cam caps. Now, these 2 bolts here are at an angle, and you'll find that the angle is exactly the same as a valve spring. So what you do is you tighten these down right here on top of the valve spring, and then you use this little thing right here. So this is what is going to push around that valve spring right there and allow it to push down the actual spring, and the retainers will pop out the top. As you can see, it's a good design. Won't really slide off because it's got a bit of a lip there. This does come with all 4 at once. I'm going to see, just because I'm doing the first cylinder right now, I'll be doing probably just, you know, 1 or 2 at a time. Now the next thing is you want to obviously put compressed air inside your cylinder to stop the valves from going all the way in and obviously destroying your engine. Well, not destroying your engine, but having a valve drop inside. Yeah, it would be an absolute nightmare. So that's why you have this thing right here. That goes down and through, goes into your spark plug tube. Ideally, you'd have the other spark plugs in, which I'm going to do to stop the engine from being able to rotate. Makes it a little bit difficult. Now, I personally have watched Brownie's garage videos, so thank you very much, Brownie. I very much appreciate you. But yes, 60 psi I'm going to be putting into the cylinder to stop it from being able to stop the valves from being able to drop into the cylinder. I'm also going to be rotating the engine every single time to make sure that my piston is always top dead center, and that way, God forbid, a valve does drop, it will only drop to the top of the piston. You can literally pick it straight back up, so should be good to go. All right, let's pop this onto the car. Let's put all the spark plugs in and give it a shot. I'll admit, this is nerve-wracking as hell, because, yeah, I ended up taking the chain gears out, the cam gears out entirely. I don't have any bottles either. I've seen a few people use like a bottle method here to try and keep tension on the chain, but I do not have that. That's a spring. Oh my God, I'm doing mechanic. Oh my Lord, I've done 1, only 24 more to go. All right. Cylinder 1 done. Bit nerve-wracking. I'm okay with doing the rest of them. I actually feel pretty comfortable doing it. It's just very tedious and annoying work. I'm very happy that I'm tiny and I have small fingers. The disadvantage of that is I have to basically be in the engine bay to do this. But at the same time, I do not mind one bit. I'm more nervous about retiming the car after it, to be fair. So anyway, cylinder 1 can now hold more boost. Alright, so it's currently about 8:30. I think I started the job at about 11. I am a slow worker. I like to do everything methodically and get stuff done, you know, in a decent time, but that was pretty much almost breaking point that entire time. Like, I could do it and it was good, but it was just so tedious, and like usually you get better and better and better at it, but every now and then there'd just be one collet that just wouldn't go on and you'd be stuck on the same one for like half an hour. I don't know. It's also the first time I've done it, so I know people out there that have done multiple of these and they smash through it, but yeah, personally, yeah, not ideal. However, I am pretty stoked at the fact that I managed to get all that done. I am very, very, very happy with myself. Not all over yet though. I still have to retime it tomorrow morning. And yeah, I guess we'll pick up the video tomorrow morning. All right, guys, so we are back today. We are doing the head studs on the U right here. So it's gonna be good fun. I'm just going through one by one. I've already done the first two so I don't screw it up. I've already prepped all the bolts, so they've all got all the paste on the very bottom. All the top ones are all sorted as well with all the ARP grease. So yeah, just gonna do every single one, spiral pattern. I'm just gonna remove one and then chuck the next one down straight away. So it should be nice and quick. I've already done 2 so far. It's been about 10 minutes, so we'll probably do, so hopefully it should be nice and quickly. Well, there we go guys. The valve springs and head studs in the Ute are now done. And the only way we will be able to find out now if I've done the work correctly is it feels the exact same. Which hurts. No, it's gonna be a good thing, especially for the power level that I wanna go to, which is 500 horsepower. The valve springs were definitely a must. The ARP head studs are kind of just there, just for a little bit of security. I do think it's definitely worth it. Now, I have an issue, and the reason I'm not putting it all back together today. Now, I'm not quite sure. See if I can try and move this out the way. Can you guys see that right there? So this piece here that I'm currently pointing to, that right there is my chain guide. Now, as you guys can see, there's a little bit of plastic on the bottom of that. However, there's not any plastic there anymore. It was the first thing I actually looked at when I pulled the entire cover off, just to see if I could try and find anything there, because my last Falcon had the same issue. And as it turns out, yes, the chain guide is gone. Tensioner still looks really good, still in great condition, but yes, the chain guide is broken. I've messaged a few people and yeah, I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna sort it out. So that it leaves me at a standstill today. I can't do anything. I need to pull the balancer off. I need to get the pulley tool. I need to get everything off the front. I need to get a new timing kit so we can do this thing properly. I thought while I'm here, while everything's out, I may as well do it right now. It's gonna be a quick little, probably 2-hour process, get it all sorted, but fortunately that leaves today's video pretty much here with an engine all over there and a half of it here. But I'm very happy. The valve springs went smoothly. The head studs went smoothly. Very, very stoked. Anyway, guys, that's going to leave me with today's video. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Very much appreciate it. If you want to, please leave a like down below and a comment. Let me know what you guys reckon we should do in the next video. And I'll see you later. Peace out.